how I spot buyers in just a few days and convert in less than 2 weeks without being pushy. So I don't know if you just mentioned that. Anyway, this is how I find my leads quickly and convert quickly without being pushy. So the basic thing is that I have designed my offer suite so that it attracts the right people and that it naturally filters people in or filters people out. I'll tell you how I do that. And then I also have a DM strategy that nurtures as well as filters and lets me know who's a good fit and who's a bad so that I can focus on the good fits and nurture them more quickly and not waste time on people that aren't aligned or people who aren't likely to buy. Okay, so this is an analysis of my Fast Yes mini course that I launched last month. I am relaunching it this month, and this is why you should join. So most launches, most coaches will tell you you want to get like 100 to 300 or 15,000, whatever, as many people as you can get into your event. And I say that that's crazy. So even with doing all that, they only convert like 1 to 3% of the people who join, right? If they have like these huge numbers. My stuff converts at a much higher level, which means that I can have fewer leads and less stress, but convert just as many as they do or more, right? So if 100 people join most people's live events or more, one person's challenge or workshop or whatever, out of that 100 they would close 1 to 3, but they would be juggling all of those people and all of that stress and madness. Even with a team, that's a bunch of stress and madness. I had 12 people enroll in my Fast Yes mini course because I don't want quantity, I want quality. I want people who are highly likely to be good leads, right? On day one. So the way that I structured it, first off, so when I designed this, I designed it to actually give people real value. I want people to see what it's like to work with me. So this is a mini free experience for them to see what it's like to work with me, and also for me to see what it's like to work with them. So I'm structuring it in a way that doesn't waste a lot of my time, doesn't give away too much value, but also gives us both a chance to kick each other's tires and make sure that it's actually a good fit. So the way that I structured it, it wasn't like 3 days of, it's 3 days of 20-minute or less videos and then homework. And the way I structured it, you couldn't get day two until you finished day one and sent me the homework. So that right there, I get to see who's serious. I get to see who's aligned. From their homework, I get to get a glimpse into their business and see what's going on and see if they're really ready for what I do, right? And see how we interact. So on day one, 5 people out of 12, almost half, actually watched the video and sent me the homework. Now, I also give them more than just one day. There was like 14 days to get through all three trainings and submit the homework. Originally, I was going to say they should do it in 5, but since I'm working with more advanced entrepreneurs and that's what I'm looking for, y'all are busy, so I gave extra time. But the day one homework, or the first homework, I should say, almost half the people who signed up watched the video and did the homework and submitted it. Now, there were 3 people that submitted all 3 days of the homework. So before the deadline, they got in all 3 days of the homework. Those 3 people all upgraded to my VIP version of this. It was $27 last launch. It's $47 this launch. Get in before the next launch because it will be more, because it's super high value, because not only are you getting the 3 trainings for free, but you're also getting more advanced in-depth trainings that are directly from my Aligned as Fuck sales course, my premium sales course, and more in-depth exercises, plus more feedback, and for the first 10 people, a 15-minute mini intensive where we can go even deeper, right? But all 3 people who finished the free 3 days also opted in to do the VIP, right? So those people that kept going and submitted like day 2 and 3, I knew they were going to buy something from me, and all 3 of them did. All 3 of them did the VIP. And then out of 3 people who did the VIP, who upgraded to VIP, 2 of them finished all 3 days of the VIP, and both of them upgraded to my mid ticket, which is a 90-minute intensive plus 5 days of Telegram support. Again, I knew the person that upgraded and didn't finish was probably not going to buy. And I did follow up with them and say, hey, did you get stuck on something? Can I help with anything? And they showed me in some of the things that they said that they just weren't like the right fit. And so it was fine. It was fine that that person didn't upgrade. And so I had 42% finish the day one homework, which is unheard of for free things. And I had 25% completed all 3 days, and they did really in-depth homework. Like, this was real homework. This was like really going, like, they really had a much better idea of who their highly qualified leads were when they finished, and their unqualified leads, so they can upgrade their messaging. They can more easily recognize who's a highly qualified lead and pay that person more attention, and also really quickly recognize the unqualified leads so that they can refer them out or block them or whatever they need to do to not waste time on people who aren't going to buy, right? So they did really, really high quality work, and so they got a lot out of it. And then the third day is all about designing a offer suite that does exactly what I'm talking about, which like filters and nurtures and builds strategic trust up to a high ticket offer without having to be pushy, without having to convince, and without having to waste a lot of time like on people that aren't going to buy, right? And then so yeah, 67% of the VIPs upgraded to my Express Yes intensive, and at least one of those is going to go into my high ticket program. Like, I'm pretty sure, if not this round, maybe like the next round, right? So it's this is how well this system works, and this is exactly what I'm teaching you in the Fast Yes mini course. If you upgrade to the Fast Yes VIP, you get in even more depth, and you get a little more contact, a little more in-depth feedback, and actually a call with me if you're one of the first 10 people. And and full transparency, because I'm all about full transparency. The two people that bought one of the people that bought the VIP, she was new to my world. She came from YouTube, and we had not had any interactions, I don't think, before she opted in. I don't view someone as a lead until they've actually opted in for something or specifically asked me about an offer or working with me. If I'm just talking to somebody in the DMs, I don't count them as a lead. So when I say that I converted these people, I knew that they were leads within days, and I converted them within a couple of weeks. I'm talking about from the time that they opted in for the Fast Yes mini course. So full transparency, both of the women that are that upgraded to the VIP and then into the Express Yes Intensive, both of them I have been talking to for several months, but we were having friendly conversations, and I wasn't spending hours in the DMs with these people. They were just people that for whatever reason we connected over their content or what have you, and we just struck up a conversation. But I wasn't spending hours a week on it or anything. I wasn't pushing. I wasn't trying to get them to convert to anything. I had never pitched in anything. But they saw my offer because I was talking to them in the DMs. And as soon as they saw the offer and got into it, that's when I was quickly able to tell, like, within days, if they were somebody that was a serious lead, somebody that I wanted to work with, somebody that I could help. And once I saw that they were doing all the homework and how thoroughly they were doing it, I was like, okay, this is a highly qualified lead. This is somebody that's serious. This is somebody that's doing the work. I can see where they are in their business, and it's aligned for what I do. And I was like, they're probably going to go forward, and I was right. So if you want to learn how to do this, it's not rocket science, but it is a strategy that has taken me, oh God, 13, 14 years to put together. I've been a coach since 2009, actually trained coach. And in 2013, I started taking, online marketing and sales programs from big names, little names, everything in between. I spent over $100,000 on just my business coaching alone. That doesn't include all the stuff that I've had coaching for health and healing and spirituality and personal growth and all that kind of stuff. So it's not rocket science, but it's probably not something that you're going to figure out on your own because you haven't geeked out about it like I have, especially if you are in a non-business niche. And what I do, so let's see, one woman that came into the Express Yes, she is in a spiritual niche, so she's not a business coach. The other woman is in a speaking coach, so kind of business, but kind of not. I'm a really, really great at helping business coaches, but I'm really, really, really great at helping personal coaches, personal growth coaches, spiritual coaches, things that most people are not good at helping. I'm really good at helping you reach your niche and describe the value so that people get it. And I'm all about helping you create a system that works for you, an offer suite that works for you. I'm all about helping you create a way of selling that works for you. One of my clients yesterday sent me a message and said, listen, this DM strategy that we came up with is not working for me. And I was like, okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Let's get on a call. So we hopped on a bonus call today and we talked it over and we're like, okay, this is how we're going to modify it so it actually, works and feels good, right? So I'm a very different kind of coach and I have a very different kind of strategy. It's not about hustle. It's not about cold DMs. It's not about cold pitching. It's not about being pushy or shaming people. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that your content alone is going to get you clients. I'm not about you, being on hour-long sales calls and arguing with people until they buy. That's ridiculous. But if you want to come and learn how to build, to really figure out who you want to talk to and who you want as clients versus who you don't, so that you can save time, save energy, and only work with people that light you up and who get great results, and how to create an offer suite that is going to do a lot of the heavy lifting of qualifying and filtering out and helping you build trust really naturally and quickly with high quality leads that buy faster and easier and become repeat buyers because they get great results and give you great referrals. If you want to do all that, that starts with my Fast Yes mini course. So I'm going to have the link below, or you can DM me Fast Yes. And I look forward to having you. I am capping this. There's a maximum of 20 spots for the free and a maximum of 10 for the VIP, because I want to make sure that everybody gets some individualized attention, because I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know me. I want to see if it makes sense for us to move on further. And if you're not ready to move on further, but you still want to take the course, that's fine too. It's not like once you come in, I'm expecting you to buy something else. I'm giving us an opportunity to see what makes sense now or maybe in the future. So Fast Yes mini course, DM me Fast Yes, or you can click the link below. I'm really excited to teach this process to you because it works. All right. See you in the Fast Yes.